Alright people, Mike Saladin here again and welcome back to another Mass Effect Legendary Edition Insanity Run video. Today we're back on Earth. We're just taking part in the final assault. I've skipped the start of this mission just because it was going to make the video like an hour, well over an hour long. I sort of want to keep these below an hour, so skipped off the first part of the mission where you're talking to all your teammates, giving your final speech. There's only one bit of combat we missed. It's the where you have to take down that tower or Reaper anti-aircraft weapon or whatever it is. But it wasn't too tricky. We got through that pretty easily, so we haven't missed much. But yeah, that was a good 15-minute section that was taking the video. It was like a 15 or 25 something like that minute part of the video, so I had to cut that out. But this is the real action where we're fighting our way towards those missiles, and then we have to protect the missiles while they charge up to fire. That's the real combat heavy section of this mission. So we're really at the end now, so I think it went pretty well, but I might have died more in this run than in Mass Effect 2. But for some reason this still feels easier. I guess it's because Garrus is really overpowered. A lot of bits that should have been harder felt easier because he was there. But I was dying a lot more often due to like silly mistakes like rolling out from behind walls when I'm supposed to stay in cover. And stuff like that with the controls that were kind of messing me up, but we'll see how this mission goes if I die a lot, because it really is the hardest part, protecting those missiles when you've got like 2 or 3 Banshees coming in and like 3 or 4 brutes charging at you at the same time. That part could be tricky, so we'll see how it goes. And probably when it gets to right near the end, I'll probably skip a lot of the cutscenes because again, it turns into sort of like a 45 minute cutscene towards the end once Shepard gets inside the beam up to the Citadel. So I'll probably cut a lot of that out, and I'll just skip to the part where I'm making my decision to choose whatever ending I'm going to choose. It's probably going to be destroy, because that's sort of not my favourite ending, but it's the ending that I think makes the most sense. I actually quite enjoy the ending where you lose and refuse to make a decision, because Shepard doesn't trust the ghost catalyst thing or whatever. Now, it is a pretty depressing ending. Everybody dies and loses, and then you see Liara's little time capsule beacon thing being dug up in the future. But I like to believe that that next civilization that discovered that was able to use all the information Liara had collected, and that civilization was able to stop the Reapers. Now, it's a kind of bittersweet end in that one. A lot of people hate it because it feels like a middle finger to everyone who complained about the endings, and it kind of is that. It's like, oh, you want more endings? Here, what about an ending where everybody loses? How do you like that? And I'm like, yeah, actually that one kind of makes sense. That is an potential outcome that could happen. The Reapers are very powerful. It makes sense that they would win again. It's not a very happy ending, but it's one I can actually, get behind. And it feels like something that would happen. And we're gonna get Garrus and Liara back up there because this Banshee is getting too close. Biotic charge to escape from this situation and move with them. Nice. Get behind cover. Nope. Okay, there we go. And the Banshee's right behind us. Okay. So this mission already is pretty intense. We're being chased around the map. Yes, Garrus, come on. Do some serious damage. Can we biotic? No, we'll use. Yeah, Banshee's down. Nice. I was gonna use biotic charge to escape again, but who got behind us? Where did you come from? Okay. Right, Liara got back up. Okay, that must be all of them. Okay, that was kind of a bit tricky, but we got through it. Now in here, if I remember, there's going to be some brutes charging towards us, so we need to sort of get rid of these husks and be ready for that brute coming. Singularity's doing a good job of slowing down the husks, and we'll just hit them with flare. Ah, there's the brute. I think there's 2 of them over there. Yeah, there's 2 of them. Well, Garsh, lay down some fire on them. Okay, Garsh must be glitched somewhere because I don't see him firing. But well, this brute went out easily enough. No, get that husk away. Ah, I didn't mean to send you over there. Reload quickly. There we go, nice. Alright, that wasn't too bad. I thought Garsh would have helped us out more there, just completely shred the armor of those brutes, but I don't know what he was doing there. He seemed to be stuck a bit back behind us. Ah, Ravagers, okay. I'm gonna get them down quickly. No, Garsh, don't run in there. Or maybe do run in there. He seemed to be destroying everybody actually. Ah, grenade. Oh, right, it's behind the wall. That's an annoying thing about those little grenade indicators. Sometimes it looks like a grenade's right beside you, when it's actually on the other side of the cover that you're behind, and you can end up rolling away from what you think's the grenade into the actual blast radius of the grenade, and then you end up getting taken out like that. We'll use a metagel to get our health up and collect those ones. We didn't need that second metagel. So where am I going in here? Do I have to hack this? That's just a random message. So where am I? Alright, there's the door over there. Genius. The very obvious door, and I missed it. Okay, get away, husk. Nice. I actually wish that during this mission it was a lot more like the suicide mission from Mass Effect 2, as in you could select various squad mates to do different tasks. Like it would be good if you could send Rex and the crew in to an area to do something, and then send maybe Garrus and the Turians, send them over to attack an outpost over here somewhere, and just sort of have some sort of option like that to make sure your squad mates are doing everything and feel like they're really part of this mission. Like Jack, you can speak to her through the telecom at the start of this mission. It would be good if you could tell her and her students to be support units for a section of the battle, just something like that, because that's kind of why this last mission falls down, aside from the last choice you're given in the ending. But it's just comparing it to the assault on the collector base. Just they made a far better use of all your squad mates in that final mission, and it would be rewarding that if you brought like the Geth and Quarians together, if you could send Tali to coordinate those allies in some battle. And just the more allies you have, the more options you would have in the final battle. Just something like that would have made this final mission a lot more impactful, I think. And if you make the wrong decision, like sending, instead of sending the crew in to fight some, encroaching force enemies, you send these sort of Quarians to a section of the battlefield instead, and then you could get one side killed by mistake by making the wrong decision. Like you really should have sent the crew into this area to reinforce it. Something like that. Okay. It is nice in one of the cutscenes that I skipped over where you see all the fleets arriving at Earth, and the cutscene's a bit different depending on what species you recruited. Like the Destiny Ascension, if you let the council die in the first game, it's not in the cutscene. But if you kept them alive, then you do get to see the Destiny Ascension. That kind of stuff's really cool to see. Okay. Alright, that guy survived that. I thought he was going to go down after the flare attack. What I will say about this mission is it does feel like you're part of a huge war. Just how well destroyed London is. They do over rely on putting these red phone boxes everywhere. Though it's like the one symbol of London they could think of, and they sort of put it on every street corner. And I think that's a bit over the top. But yeah, it does feel like a really post-apocalyptic city that you've been landed on. It does feel like a final proper battle. Okay, can we Nova that guy? No, we'll hit him with Singularity. Nice. Come on, door. Oh, that is a lot of enemies. Okay. I wasn't expecting that many when I opened that door. I'm actually surprised I didn't die there. Ah, grenade! Nope, no, I rolled into cover. That was stupid. Okay, we need to think of somewhere better to take cover than right next to the door, because they are going to throw grenades out here and just destroy us. So this time we'll get off a blast quickly. Garrison, the archer. Can that grenade get us this time? Hope not. Yes, there we go. Okay, this wall seems to be better to hide behind than the other one. I think that's how I die in most of these missions. It's because a grenade landed too close to me. I then panic and roll somewhere stupid, get stuck on cover, and then just get blown up. Okay, that did a lot more damage than I was expecting. I think 2 brutes show up here at this part of this mission at some point as well, so we need to be ready for that. So we need to sort of keep Garrus alive, so hopefully he takes them down quickly. Because this is one of the areas where the brutes can be a bit more deadly, because it's a sort of a enclosed space. Though having said that, we didn't have much trouble in the parking garage whenever those 2 brutes came in there. They sort of just stared at us. Yeah, here comes one of them now. Okay. Okay, we're lucky that cover was there. No warp, and we'll hit him with that. And Nova him. Why didn't you use Nova, Shepard? Use Nova quickly, please. Or don't, I guess. Okay. See, that happens quite a few times. Nova says it's selectable, it's not grayed out, and then you try to use it and Shepard just stands there. I think another brute comes out of here. Yeah, there he is. There's 2 of them. Okay. Warp that armor. Nice. Roll. Okay, we'll just keep backing away. Okay, we got that first one. Nice. What the? Why am I? Where did that guy come from? Don't tell me I'm gonna die to this. Where did some random cannibal come from? Was he hiding in a corner and then he just came out? Oh, that is annoying. Oh, at least we got a checkpoint right next to the brutes. That's actually pretty forgiving of the game. I thought I was gonna go back to the other side of that doorway. When Gar's just completely annihilated that brute. And that one as well. See, when Garrus is on farm, he actually really does just decimate people. But for some reason, in that first encounter, he wasn't shooting as much, so it took longer to put them down. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. That cannibal just showed up out of nowhere. So this is a pretty cool cutscene because we've got the Asari and the Turians, Krogans, and the Solarian all fighting together. This is kind of what I would be saying as part of like how I would have redesigned this mission. Like, it should have been you should have had a choice of who to send here to take out this Reaper. And like here it's got a bit of everybody doing it, but it would be good if you were able to say, yeah, we'll send the Krogan to annihilate that Reaper, and then the cutscene would change depending on what race you sent to fight that guy. And like there they got destroyed, but it would be good if maybe it was all Krogan who had more firepower or whatever. That cutscene could change to show the Krogan winning that battle. That could have been something interesting to do, like just to make Galler and all the fleets that bit more impactful for the final mission. It would be good if you could select Shepard to have an escort of a few troops as well. Like instead of just the 2 party members, maybe there was, I know if you select the Asari, maybe a team of commandos comes with Shepard. Or again, you could select the Krogan. Probably for most things like that, you would just select the Krogan because they're just the absolute tanks that you want by your side really in this giant war. Again, here's our red phone box. They put it in every street corner nearly. The same model as well, with one phone box sort of tipped over on its side and just copied and pasted everywhere. Okay, so we sort of basically have to wait for these missiles to power up. And while we're doing that, it's probably the biggest wave of enemies you fight in any mission. Keeps coming towards you. A lot of banshees, a lot of brutes, a lot of marauders. I think we'll take cover in this building. It seems to have a good line of sight on all angles of this battlefield. Yeah, this seems like a good spot. Okay, so they're just sending some husks in first. Ah! My flare attack just went completely the wrong direction. Gar's, you just gonna stand out there, fella? Alright, fair enough. We'll use the phone box for cover. But if things get a bit too risky, we'll head back inside. I think a couple of brutes will show up first, and I think they put out 1 or 2 banshees at the same time. That can be pretty tricky, that part. But I'm hoping with our God mode Garrus that hopefully they aren't too much of a challenge. So far, the biggest hurdle for us has been that one cannibal that showed up out of nowhere. So somehow they've been more deadly than the brutes or the banshees that we've fought so far, which is pretty funny. We're doing pretty well so far. Garrus and Liara haven't gone down yet. I remember playing this on PS3 or maybe 360 on Insanity. I just remember your squad mates getting taken down a lot more easily than this. Maybe they've tweaked that a little so you're not wasting as much meta gel. Or maybe I've just upgraded Liara and Garrus in a specific way that it's really helping them stay on their feet. That's not to say that they haven't gone down at all during missions, because they have quite a few times, but it's not at the rate that it used to be. At least I don't think it is. Okay, there comes a Banshee. We'll try to get a bit closer to it so we can do some serious damage before it gets too close to us. Where is it? Okay, we really want to get that fire down, so Garth. Yes, Garth landed. Ah, I got hit in the face. But it's alright, he did a fair amount of damage there, nice. There's another Banshee coming in the background. Get in the building, Shepherd. There we go. I think it's safer if I'm back here. So the Garth and the R go down. Oh, they're retreating now anyway. I need to get that wire down so Garth can really land on them again. Come on, keep firing, Garth. I'm out of bullets. Okay, we're going to use the silence pistol. It should be pretty powerful. This is the silence pistol you get from the Citadel DLC. It is one of the most overpowered weapons in the game. So we'll have to rely on it until I find some ammo for the Valkyrie again. Okay, charging forward wasn't a smart move. Okay. I think that, yeah, there's ammo flashing in this building. We'll run in here. Nice. Get the Valkyrie back out. Missile launcher. Okay, I could have used that against the Banshees, but sort of just wasted it there because I actually forgot how to drop the missile launcher without using it. Okay, we can fire the first set of Thanix missiles. The way I remember this, I think it completely misses. Yeah. The Reaper has some sort of shield up that deflects the missiles.
What happened?
The Reaper is still too close to the beam.
We're down to 2 missiles.
And we haven't even made a dent. You will need to allow the Reaper to move out of the beam.
So we've only got one set of missiles left.
Closer to us.
Commander, Hammer's being overrun at every turn. Reaper ground forces are converging on your location. We're fighting our way to you. Hold on.
This is going to be an even bigger wave of enemies. I think they sent in even more.
Hold on, everyone. We can do this.
They send in even more Banshees and stuff this time. So I think we'll get back into our favourite little building over here. Again, it's got to do the line of sight for the entire battlefield. Oh, but Brute got really close to us already, and he's taking out Garth. Okay, we'll get Garth right back up again. Okay, this wave didn't mess about. They just said, I'm backing into another Brute. Okay, I didn't realise there was this many of them. Right, we've got to get out of here. I guess that was the exact opposite side of the map you want to be on. Garth, we could really use your help here. Okay, Liara went down. We'll get her back up again. Warp them and hit them with that. Nice. Nova. Yes, we took one down. We'll just run about in a circle, going in and out of this building. Replenish the metagel, nice. Warp, and yes. I have no idea where Liara and Garth actually are, but they keep getting put down. Nice, I think Garth actually took out that one. There's Garth, nice. Harvester. Okay, Garth, do your thing. Yes, Garth, I seen you were really putting its health down there. Nice. Okay, and you've took out an Brute. Okay, we're actually demolishing these people now. Nice. It's a good thing too, because here comes the Banshees. Right, we've got to get one of them down quickly. As long as there's two of them, it's a lot harder to keep everyone alive, because they'll be teleporting right next to them. Okay, yes, we nearly got one down. Come on. Come on. Don't know, did I get that one? I think maybe I did. This one, it's in the same building as us. I don't like this. Please do not teleport right next to me. I didn't mean to roll in the wall. Come on, come down already. Yes. Nice one. Okay, we should. I'm out of ammunition. Okay, gotta get the pistol back. Only downside to this pistol is how little ammo it has, only 40 rounds or so. But it does do quite a lot of damage. Probably a lot more damage than the assault rifle that I'm using, but I don't know, I just feel really comfortable using the Valkyrie. Another Banshee. Two of them. Nice, and we don't have the assault rifle. Okay, this is not good. Maybe if we can keep them over there, Gars can... the missile's ready. Okay, if we can get to the missile, we won't have to worry about these Banshees. They only have like 7 rounds left. Okay, this might have been a terrible idea, but... Biotic charge! Why didn't you do it? Biotic charge, get the shield back up. Nice. First aid myself. No, do not get stuck on cover, please, Shepard. Not today. Biotic charge. Nice. Nova. I accidentally... Oh yes, we got it anyway. Nice. I accidentally used Metagel when I was trying to Nova that guy, but... Thankfully, clicking the missile control automatically started the cutscene. So that's actually a pretty fun battle, despite how many close calls we had there. It is just nice taking out loads of brutes and stuff at once. It does really feel like the final battle. We've got one of the Reapers down now, so we've got like a clear charge towards the Citadel laser or whatever that thing is, or whatever you want to call it.
Roger that.
So yeah, here comes Anderson and the final assault squad.
Thank God you made it. It didn't look good. It gets worse. Of course it does.
Hackett just reported in. Several Sovereign-class Reapers, including Harbinger, have broken off from the battle with Sword. They're headed here.
So that was just one of the smaller Reapers. Now we've got 7 of the Harbinger-style flying ones coming in.
Get a team on board the Citadel to open those arms now.
We still don't even know what we'll find when we get to the Citadel.
Then that's our job. Find out what we're up against.
All right. Saddle up, everybody. Get me Admiral Hackett.
I think the most of the rest of this video is probably going to be cutscenes. Like, there's not much gameplay left, I don't think. So yeah, that's the Crucible coming in. I'd be a lot fonder of the Crucible as an idea if it was, like I said in a previous video, if it had been set up in Mass Effect 2 or even the first game, some mention of this ancient Prothean weapon, just so it feels a little less out of nowhere when you get to Mass Effect 3 here and you just have this Crucible weapon just getting found very conveniently at the right time. It would have been good if Liara in that ruin she was in, if that's what she discovered there, plans for some sort of Prothean weapon, and then she's spending the next few games sort of looking for that. Aside from trying to take down the Shadow Broker as her side story, it would have been good if the Crucible and finding out what it was part of Liara's side story.
Here on in, it's a straight shot.
And maybe it was revealed that the Shadow Broker had the rest of the plans for it or something, and that's why she wanted to take him down. And it would be a lot less random that Liara wanted to become the Shadow Broker. Oh yeah, we're gonna give her a final little speech, I guess.
I'm honored to be part of your team.
Since Shepard doesn't have his romance option here, I romanced Jack this time. It's gonna be interesting how this evacuation cutscene plays out. Who am I gonna be saying goodbye to? Is it just Liara? Or are we gonna be saying bye to Garrus as like a bro? Like, get out of here, Garrus. We've got to keep you alive, Garrus. Or maybe that cutscene would actually play if you didn't have your romance option here. I'm actually interested how this is going to work now.
We gotta move. Come on.
So this is actually probably the last little bit of gameplay, just charging down this hill. We just sort of zigzag it up. I'll just swap to the assault rifle. I don't really need it, but I don't know, it just looks cooler running with the assault rifle than with a pistol. Or just zigzag out of the way of these beams. I don't think they can actually kill you, can they? Well, better safe than sorry. Let's not try to run straight into them. Well, so this cutscene is playing then. Originally this cutscene wasn't here, or I think it ended right when your squad mates got blown up there and you never really saw what happened to them. And I think a lot of people just assumed that whoever was in your squad died at that point, so I think that's why they put this cutscene in here, just to reassure people that your two favourite characters that you probably brought with you didn't actually die here. It is a bit silly because why doesn't Harbinger, like, he should just be blasting everywhere, even though the Reaper IFF's on the Normandy and maybe he can't tell what it is. Maybe he can't tell the Normandy's actually there. Yes, we are helping Garrus.
You gotta get out of here. And you've got to be kidding. Don't argue, Garrus.
Don't argue, Garrus.
I need to know somebody's getting out of this alive. Just make damn sure that includes you too.
Oh, that's pretty cool actually, that Garrus, you rescue your best friend instead of your love interest during that cutscene. That's pretty great actually. Because I always wondered, because I normally have like Tali or Liara or someone I romanced in the party for that scene. So that's interesting that if it's just Garrus and Liara and someone you didn't romance, that you're rescuing your friend. Actually, that's really nice. I've never seen that before. Kind of want to see what it's like if you bring sort of maybe Javik and Edie or someone to this final assault. Which one of those would get that dialogue there? And how different would it be? Okay, so we got blown up again. Right, this is the final last little bit of gameplay. We have to walk really slowly towards the beam, but there's going to be a couple of husks charging towards us. We're going to have to shoot them, and then a marauder's going to pop out at the last second. We're going to have to shoot him as well. So is that Major Coates crawling towards us? No. Oh, well, no time to look at him closely because here's the husks. Okay, please don't mess this up because we don't have to restart this. Come on. Nice, there we go. I remember this being really annoying on Insanity in the original game. Just those husks were a lot faster, I think. And it was actually quite common for them to take you out. And because you walk so slowly through this section, it is really annoying. But I think that's Major Coates over there. Or Coates, or whatever his name is. Ah, the Marauder. Okay, we need to get a headshot on him. Come on. Nice. Oh, what? That was a headshot. That was a headshot too. What are you doing, game? Nice, there we go. Alright, wasn't too bad. I was worried about getting taken out by either the husks or the Marauder. It's just so annoying having to do all this walking again. So I think after this little cutscene, I'll skip until the very end of the missions or the option select, just because it's a really long cutscene with Anderson and the elusive man and all that stuff. No real gameplay, so I'll probably cut it after this. So I can't remember if this cutscene was in the game originally, or if it's part of the extended cut, just where it shows the Normandy flying back out into the battle there after they came to pick up whoever was in your squad. I'm guessing that's why this cutscene's here. Or maybe this was always in the game. It probably always was in the game, but I just haven't remembered it correctly. Alright, Hackett's getting a reading that someone actually made it up to the Citadel.
We've got reports that someone made it to the Citadel. We need to give them time to get those arms open.
So a lot of people, they all think this is a dream sequence
Protected at all costs.
if you go by the indoctrination theory. Because it does all feel kind of very strange and out of place. This everything after you get inside the beam and head up to the Citadel is very strange. So yeah, that's where Shepard gets thrown out. Again, I probably won't show all the stuff of very slowly walking towards the elusive man and Anderson, because it just takes ages and it's really slow for no reason. So, and there's no real combat or anything.
Anderson.
So I'll probably just skip this cutscene after this part. Just the part where we're making a choice to either control or destroy or whatever. And then I'll probably end the video there because we've basically completed it now. That's our Insanity run basically over now. There's no more combat sequences.
You okay?
I feel like death. But I'm moving. It's dark. There's human remains scattered.
So yeah, the Reapers were just sending all the harvested humans up here. And I guess the Keeper's secondary job is to loot the bodies or whatever they're doing up here.
Makes sense.
You think they're making a Reaper in here?
Sure.
Yeah, they send them up here to be processed.
People up here to be processed.
Damn abomination. I'm gonna keep moving. The sooner we blow these bastards back to hell, the better.
Right, so I've just cut past all that elusive man stuff and Anderson stuff because it's just a really long cutscene. So I thought I'll just end it with me picking the final ending. And as you've probably guessed, because if you've watched all our videos, I'm gonna go with Destroy. Just it's the one that makes the most sense to me, and it is again the only one that has that special little 5-second cutscene at the end of the credits where Shepard's breathing. So again, that feels like it's the ending that you're meant to choose, which means it's not really a choice if if there's one specific ending that's canon. But I think most people would agree the ending with Shepard breathing at the end is the one to go with, because why would they go out of their way to create that little 5-second clip if it wasn't the one they were gonna make canon or whatever? R.I.P. Anderson. What a legend. Oh, we're getting Thane here. That's interesting. I haven't seen him in this cutscene before. Oh, and there's Jack. That's because I romanced her. I wonder why Thane showed up there. Normally ED or some of your party member shows up there instead. That's strange that it was Thane. Maybe I just really talked to Thane a lot more than the other squad mates. And Ashley gets to do this little bit of dialogue because I think she's my least used character. And normally whoever you use the least on missions, they show up in that cutscene. So yeah, I'll just let this play out. And I probably won't show the whole ending because the extended cut does add another like 10 minutes of cutscenes. But we've basically completed on Insanity now. That's all 3 games. It definitely was a lot easier this time than back in the day with the OG games. They've made quite a few tweaks that have improved things. Most notably was the more thermal clips laying around in Mass Effect 2 and 3, so you weren't running out of ammo as often. That was really helpful. And also the DLC weapons that you can equip on Garrus to make his god mode even more powerful, like the N7 Typhoon and whatever. That really made him very powerful in the 3rd game here. Overall, I really enjoyed doing this Insanity run. There was tricky moments, difficult parts, but it wasn't like crushingly, soul-destroyingly hard, where you were dying in the same point every 2 minutes you were dying or something like that. That would have been just frustrating. It was challenging. You had to keep your brain switched on. You had to sort of know what you were doing. And I think I might actually just, in future when I'm playing through the trilogy, I might just pick Insanity for fun, because I sort of know now what to do to make sure I don't really get stuck on any mission. But I might not do like the strategy of overpowering Garrus, just to make it a little bit harder the next time I try this, because he really does shred those banshees and brutes. It's interesting that they didn't patch out that how overpowered Garrus is. I guess they realised that people might need some sort of help on Insanity, so they've left that exploit there for people who sort of want to find out about it and get a bit of extra help. And probably there would have been a backlash if it had come out that Garrus's god mode had been disabled or something. Now, as much as I don't really like the overall ending of this game, I do like this cutscene here where all the Reapers are going down and you see every planet, everyone rejoicing. Like I think that's Thessia, wouldn't it be, with all the Asari? And then we're on Tuchanka, and it just this does feel rewarding. These cutscenes, you actually see your victory playing out. It's just the other stuff that when you stop and think about it, like all the mass relays being destroyed and the Geth and ED and all your sort of synthetic pals that you've made, that they're all going to be destroyed as well. That's the bit that's sort of a bit of a downer. But yeah, thanks for watching, people. I'm probably going to end this video here just as Joker escapes this beam. Otherwise, these cutscenes are going to go on for another 10 or 15 moments, and there's not really any gameplay left. We've sort of accomplished our mission. We've beat the trilogy on Insanity now. So yeah, thanks again, and I'll see you again next time with another video.